What is going on, everybody? RB here. Welcome back to Philly Take with RB. You know what to do, man. Smash that like, hit that subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell. That way you're always notified when I upload or go live. Hope everybody is having a good afternoon. We are back the afternoon after the Sixers drop one to the Milwaukee Bucks, a tough one in overtime, 109-105. We're here to talk about it, man. Figured I'd come on here and, get some thoughts from the chat. What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good day. It's pretty gloomy day here, man. Pretty gloomy day, but felt like we might as well come back and talk about it a little bit. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to the Fire Take Nation members, everybody who's always rocking with me. What's going on, everyone? What's going on, everyone? True Colors, Old Man, Colin O'Leary, Nick, Bob, Dominic, KLG. What's going on, everybody? Jim says, can't wait to play the Bucks with Embiid. You already know, man. We're going to talk about it. Like I said, the Sixers drop a tough one. And then, what I attribute this to is just, I don't know, the Sixers kind of, they just ran out of gas. They didn't have anything left in the tank when we got to the second half. That's what I felt. We're going to talk about Simmons and shooting that three. We're going to talk about Giannis disrespecting us. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. But what I'll say first and foremost is that it was definitely a brutal loss in terms of the mentality side. Like, you don't want to lose a game like that. The Sixers came out and they only gave up 31 points in the first half. And it's like, come on, man. Like that first half defensive performance was one of the best I've seen in a long, long time. I'm talking about guys being all over the Bucks. Matisse Thybulle, Ben Simmons. Giannis had 4 shot attempts in the first half, made 1. He had 4 points in the first half. He wasn't getting any calls. I felt like they weren't giving him any star treatment. Now, that definitely flipped in the second half, but Giannis was clamped up. Chris Middleton was clamped up. The Sixers were all over it, and on offense, they were moving. Danny Green had like 3 threes in the first quarter. Everybody was moving, man. We were hitting shots. And then when we got to the second half, I knew the Bucks would come out and kind of chip away at the lead, but we just got way too tired. We let them come right back in, and we didn't have any steam left. We didn't have anything. Nobody could hit a shot. Literally nobody could hit a shot except Furkan Korkmaz. Really. Tobias Harris went absolutely cold. We needed him late in the fourth, but, second of a back-to-back, I can't be too mad at this. I can't be too mad at these players because they played 5 games in 7 days. They played a few without Joel Embiid, and, they fought. They fought, and they played as tough as they could. And even, I actually felt that with a couple minutes left, like, it felt like we were out of it. It felt like Milwaukee had hit the dagger that Drew Holiday 3 in the corner. And then the Sixers were down like 7 points with like 40 seconds to go. Shake Milton finally hit a 3. And then the Sixers find their way back. Danny Green hits a clutch 3. And then that final play, man, I cannot believe that final play. Let me tell you something, man. That first off, Doc Rivers has balls. He has balls for calling that play and giving it to Furkan. Nobody expected that. Nobody at all in the entire universe expected it. If you were watching my play-by-play, I literally said, please don't give this to Furkan. And he actually ran an action for Furkan, a rollout to the corner. DiVincenzo tried to tip the ball out of bounds and missed. And Korkmaz unfazed. That's one thing I'll talk about Furkan Korkmaz, man. And I got to give him credit, man. He's been very, very solid the last, 6 games. Furkan Korkmaz, I don't think it's a long-term type of thing. I think we still need to make upgrades this coming week on our bench. But Furkan Korkmaz has been very, very good. He's been very good, and I'll give him credit. And the one thing is that he's never afraid to let it fly. One of the problems I'm having with Shake Milton right now is he looks a little bit hesitant. Like, he'll have a chance. He'll have some space, and he doesn't take the shot sometimes, and I don't understand why. Same thing with Seth Curry. Seth Curry got hurt, by the way. I haven't heard anything, any updates on him, but he was on a breakaway layup and stopped and then eventually got hurt because of that. And I didn't like that. But Furkan Korkmaz finished the game with 11 points, 3 threes in this one, and him and Danny Green played well. Him and Danny Green shot the ball well. Everybody else seemed to go cold. And what a shot by Korkmaz there. He was unfazed and knocked down a huge shot, sent it to overtime. I felt like we had the momentum. I felt like we had the game, to be honest, because for us to come back like that in the last couple minutes and then go to overtime, it just felt like one of those games where we were going to have the magic and we were going to win. And then we went to overtime, and the Sixers, they just collapsed, man. Again, they had nothing left. They were out of energy. Giannis just kept piling his way to the basket. I felt like in the first half, the way that we were playing Giannis was much different than the way we played him in the second half. I feel like in the second half, we didn't throw as many doubles at him. I felt like we kind of just let him have his way and just back us down to the basket. And Giannis hit a clutch 3 in overtime. There was one sequence in overtime where I kind of felt like, yeah, this one's over. That was when the Sixers had 3 attempts at a 3-pointer, 3 in a row, and we didn't hit one. Danny Green shot a 3 off. We get Simmons tips out the rebound. Korkmaz over to Danny again in the corner for 3. It's off. Simmons gets another rebound, kicks it out to Korkmaz. That you heard the crowd going up. You heard the crowd rising. Well, Korkmaz hit another clutch 3, and he misses that one too. So I knew at that point it was just kind of, it is what it is. And the Sixers ran out of gas, but I'll give them credit for fighting 5 games in 7 days, and hopefully we can keep it up, and hopefully Joel Embiid comes back soon, and we'll have some pretty good matchups. Shout out to everybody in the stream. We got 50 people up in here. I didn't figure too many people to be in here, but I'm sure people will watch it on the second time around. Just didn't really want to do a video today. Felt like coming out here talking to you guys. 2 things I want to talk about. Number one, and shout out to the Fire Take members up in here. I see Philly fans and SD, Cat on the Moon, Philly Shad in the building. What's going on, everybody? Let me tell you guys something, man. This Ben Simmons 3-point shot, I'm not going to keep harping on it because I've made probably 5 to 7 videos about it at this point. And what else am I going to say? Ben Simmons, hold on. I think I could pull up the video actually. By the way, Simmons finished this game 13 points, 10 rebounds, 12 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. 7 turnovers for Ben Simmons. Let me tell you something. I mean, yeah, he had a triple-double. Yeah, he played great D in the first half, but I still thought Ben should have been more aggressive in the second half. I felt like he kind of faded out, and we needed him. And to me, it kind of seemed like Milwaukee started to wall him off the way that we were doing to Giannis in the first half. And when Toby went cold, and you don't have Joel Embiid, I wanted some more from Ben Simmons, but we'll see how it continues. But yeah, this shot from Ben Simmons, right? So I've made this video about 7 times now. I don't get why he won't shoot it. I don't understand why, because what that, when he shot that last night, I'm sure you guys were in the play-by-play. I literally just sat back and I'm like, it took all of my energy. It took all my pleasure and motivation about the game out of me, because it's like, he has a jump shot. He has a 3. So why won't he shoot it? Why? I still can't think of a logical answer other than the fact that maybe it's just mental and he just doesn't want to. Maybe he just doesn't want to. Philly fans and SC says Joel walking around was great to see. I agree. I don't get why Simmons won't shoot it. I know he brings value. I know he does other things, but this shot could really take our offense to an even better level. It's crazy to me. But again, similar to the Cavs game, with no pressure, with nothing on the line, Simmons said, you know what? I'm free to do it. I might as well. Doesn't matter. We already lost the game, just like when we lost to the Cavs. You know what? It doesn't matter. Give me the ball. And it's so wet. That's what gets me. It's such a wet jump shot. It's so good. The craft is there. You can see he's been working on it over the years. We've been saying give him a 10-foot shot, give him a 15-foot shot. He's shooting better at the line. He's just got to let these fly, man, because if he can shoot some of these, if he can have a jump shot that can keep the defense honest. I mean, that jump shot last night screamed MVP to me, because if he has the potential to be an MVP, if he shoots based off everything else he can do, I mean, it wouldn't be fair to guard him It wouldn't be fair at all. Let's see if I can share my thing here. We can look at this together. There we go. Look at this shot, man. I don't understand. Look at this. I know Ben likes to be a facilitator, right? But if he can just do this once in a while, like, look at this. Down 5 seconds, no pressure. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. It's a work of art. He's been working on it. It did not look like this years ago. Even when he was shooting them in summer league and when he shot them in college, it never looked this good. It never looked this good. I mean, he takes like 100 before every game. Look at this. And Ben Simmons kind of got passive in the fourth. If he could just, I mean, obviously we want him to drive to the basket, but if you're open, man, like you can just take a shot like that. We'll look at it one more time. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's beautiful. Beautiful. But anyway, so yeah, Ben's shot is just beautiful. He's been playing well lately. He's been very aggressive. I appreciate Ben Simmons. I've always been a Ben guy, and I just think, you know, he has the potential to be really, really great. But for now, I'm just going to give up on I don't really know why he won't. I guess it'll just take time, but he's only 24. At least we have time to experiment, and I don't know. I feel like Ben just wants to prove he's a point guard. He looks for a pass almost no matter what instead of shoot. All net on his threes. All net, man. I mean, every time he seems to shoot it, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Without Ben's D, we would be nowhere. He's shooting more than ever. Give the kid a break. I hear you, Philly fans and SD. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I appreciate Ben and what he's done. He's been very valuable. At the same time, I know he can be great, and I would love to have, you know, the best player in the NBA in Philadelphia. I would love to see teams try to guard Joel Embiid down low and then give it to Ben Simmons, who has a jump shot. I mean, it would be unstoppable. It would be literally unstoppable. Hopefully he'll be able to get over that hump because, I mean, when I look at Ben, I see generational talent. When we drafted him number 1 overall, when we paid him a max contract, that's what we saw, generational talent. So I don't know. But before this game, I mean, he's been playing pretty well. He's been getting downhill to the basket. So hopefully he can keep that up. But yeah, that 3 was just wet. Next thing I want to talk about is this whole Giannis thing, because, you know, last night I didn't try to make too big of a deal of it, but I got some thoughts about Giannis sitting on the court, disrespecting us, right? Here's what he said. Let's see if I can share this again. So this is what Giannis said yesterday in the post-game press conference. They asked him, you know, about sitting on the court, and I mean, it was obviously an act of disrespect. And he said, is there something wrong with having fun? Let me address this real quick. So first and foremost, okay, no, there's nothing wrong with having fun, but here's my thoughts on it. Number 1, okay, Giannis, you struggled. You went toe-to-toe with the Sixers team down the stretch that didn't have their best player. We didn't have our MVP. We didn't have Joel Embiid in this game. By the way, the guy that seems to hold you, him and Simmons collectively, the last, 3 times we played you. Remember on Christmas, we made them look like an absolute just disgrace. I mean, that's what we've done in the past. And, you know, to come into our building and do that after you got clamped in the first half. There's no doubt about it. And then you came into the second half and you had a great half. You had a great overtime. You stepped up. You're the reason the team won. I agree. But just to do that in a regular season game when we don't have Joel Embiid, are you serious, Giannis? Really? 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 All I'm going to say is I cannot wait for the second. Well, I know what's going to happen. Watch. Second round of the playoffs, game 6. We'll be playing the Bucks. Watch. We'll be playing the Bucks. Game 6. We might even be in Milwaukee. And Joel Embiid's going to hit a huge bucket. He's going to be getting the crowd hype. He's going to be going nuts. And you know what Joel Embiid's going to do? He's going to recite that exact quote. He's going to say, well, I thought there was nothing wrong with having fun. That's what's going to happen. And I can't wait for it because the thing is, like yesterday in the first half, the formula to beat Giannis and the Bucks was laid out. And it's been executed before. It's what Toronto did against them. It's what Miami did against them. It's what has happened the last 2 years in the playoffs. When you play Giannis in the playoffs, you bring the wall and you bring the pressure and you force him to throw it out. You get really physical with him. You get really, really physical with him and you just make him uncomfortable. And he obviously, now I'll give Giannis credit for trying to shoot, even though it is ugly as heck. He cannot shoot. His shot is broke. It's terrible. At least he's going to keep letting it fly. But look, man, I'm not really worried about this Bucks team in the playoffs. They're not going to be able to keep up that consistent level of shooting each night. So just for Giannis to come in here and sit on the court, really, look, if you were getting the crowd hype, if you were trying to pump up your guys, I get it, man. But really, you're going to sit on our court. You don't do that to Philly. We will remember that. That will sit. That is one of those things. Sure, we remember all the good moments from this year, but that will sit with us. The next time we play the Bucks, we play them in a back-to-back coming up, I think, in a week or two. We play them back-to-back, and then I have a feeling we might play them in the playoffs. And boy, would I love, because I know we can beat them in a series. I know we could beat them in a series. Chris Middleton's not going to be consistent for a whole series. All right, these shooters, they got PJ Tucker, right? They traded for PJ Tucker yesterday before the game. They think that they're going to be some powerhouse. No. The formula to beat Giannis is laid out. It's the same thing that teams are going to do against Ben Simmons, to be honest. And it's what they did against Ben Simmons yesterday. So, yeah, I just can't wait to play this team again. When we're going to whip them again in Milwaukee, we should have the whole team on the court for a pick. That's what I'm saying. You want to test Joel Embiid when he's not on the court. Don't worry. Ben Simmons isn't a guy to show you up, but Joel Embiid's going to let him know. Embiid's going to hit a couple huge buckets. Rick says, what's going on working while listening? What's up, Rick? Honestly, not mad about the Giannis sitting. I'm not like terribly mad about it, but I do think it was disrespectful, and I will remember it. Are you going to stream for the playoffs? Yeah, we'll definitely be doing streams for the playoffs for sure. But anyway, in response to this Giannis thing, there was a quote from Dwight Howard. By the way, Dwight Howard has been playing so good. He's been playing so consistently good. Yesterday had 13 points and 15 rebounds. He hit a couple jump shots, right? Isn't it crazy how Dwight is shooting the ball and he's like, when no one's around him, he'll take the shot. That's what we've been asking. And, Dwight Howard knocking down some shots is crazy, but his energy, like Dwight Howard almost Giannis had to push Dwight or else he was going to poster him. He's been playing like he's 20 years old again and he looks like Superman. Dwight had a consistent stretch early in the season. Then he had a stretch where he was really bad. And now he looks like he found himself. He looks like he knows that backup role. He knows exactly what he needs to do when he comes in. And he's able to, put up some points. Dwight Howard has been the energy. He's been the spark off the bench. And he's been really special. Really, really special. But anyway, Dwight Howard and his personality is just huge for this team. His personality is huge for this team. Dwight Howard was asked about the Giannis thing in his post-game press conference, and here's what he said. He was asked, and he said, yeah, I wanted to stone-cold stunner him, but I already had a technical foul. That's crazy, man. Dwight Howard is funny. Dwight Howard would be the guy to do it. Dwight Howard scores a bucket and runs down the floor and, pats himself on the back, laughs to himself, talks to himself, smiles. I love it. Dwight Howard is out of this world right now. Dwight Howard would have done it too. And he's not scared. Trust me. Dwight Howard, the dude is a maniac. I love him. He's becoming one of my favorite Sixers this year just because of his energy. Just because of the way he plays, and the energy he brings. Even, He scores a regular bucket. He's looking up to the fans in a Wells Fargo, and he's just going crazy. He's going absolutely nuts. I love it, man. I absolutely love it. Dwight Howard is the man. And if Dwight Howard continues to play like this, let me tell you something. We're not going to need another big. Maybe a stretch, maybe a 3 or a 4, but Dwight's doing his job. He's playing a role right now, and if we can get that for 8 minutes in the playoffs, I'm happy. I'm happy. Oscar says we should make a trade today. We have a 2-day break. Time is now, Daryl. Hey, I'm not really worried about Daryl Morey. I know he'll get something done when it needs to be done. I know Daryl Morey will. He'll execute. I'm not really worried about it. I don't think Daryl's just going to stay quiet. Like I said, I don't think there's going to be like flashy trades at the deadline. I don't think a lot of big pieces are going to move, but there will be some little ones. George Hill, Wayne Ellington. There will be pieces like that. And I'm not really worried about PJ Tucker. I would rather have Larry Nance Jr. Or someone like that. So I think Daryl will get it done. As of right now, I don't really see anything happening at the trade deadline. But what's today? The 18th. We still have a week. To go. So you'll see some things going on. We'll be covering it here on the channel. Don't worry. I think we'll make some noise. I hope we re-sign Dwight. Yeah, me too. I hope Dwight Howard stays here for the rest of his career. He deserves to play in Philly. He was made to play here. No doubt about it. David, what's going on, my guy? Says, what's up? What's up, David? What's up, bro? Hope everybody's doing well, man. 2:00 on a weekday. Shout out to all 70 people up in here rocking with me, man. Hope you guys are doing well. Again, just talking about this game. I didn't like the Giannis disrespect, but we will remember that. We will. We will. Other than that, man, the Sixers got 2 days off now instead of 1. I think it's a needed break. I think it is because, we played 5 games in 7 days. We've been doing a lot. We've been putting a lot of stress on our bodies. And let me tell you guys something. We have a tough stretch coming up. We got the Lakers, Clippers. We got teams like that, Warriors. So it's gonna tell a lot about our team, especially without Joel. I think we're gonna try to acquire a ball handling guard, a veteran guy like a George Hill. I think that would be a perfect piece if he's healthy. I would like a shooter like a Patty Mills, Rudy Gay. I would like pieces like that. And, if we could get a combo package like from the Pistons, if we could get DeLon Wright, if we could get Wayne Ellington, if we could get, pieces like that. Are we going to make a big splash? I would almost certainly say no. Unless Daryl Morey, for some reason, just gears up and is like, all right, we need to make a huge shift. But I don't think so. I don't think we do. Now, Toronto, I did say that it depended on what happened over the next couple weeks, right? I said it depends on how Toronto plays. Let me tell you guys something. Toronto isn't even in the playoff mix right now. They have lost 6 in a row, something like that. So could the Raptors end up parting with Kyle Lowry? Could they? I don't know. I mean, it could be possible. It could be possible, man. Look at this. Toronto is 8, 9, 10, 11th in the East. 17-23. They've lost 6 straight. That is the kind of thing that could push Toronto to sell and say, you know what? It is what it is this year. Now, if they went on a huge winning streak, it might be different. But, Kyle Lowry could become available. I don't care all the noise that his agents are saying and all that. I don't think so. I think Lowry is the most likely out of the Levines and the Beals and stuff to be available. Just because I don't know why the Raptors would keep him. Why not try to clear his contract and get some draft compensation, right? If he's on a 1-year deal and they're not going to re-sign him, why? Why not? So Shout out to Philly fans and SD coming with a $2 donation. Thank you so much. Says RB, thanks for all you do. Much love. Much love to you guys. Thanks again for always supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. Shout out to you guys as well as all the members. We got some nice things coming soon. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, man. Could the Sixers go for Lowry? Could they go for Lowry, or are they going to go for some role players? I think it's going to be a mix of role players. I do think Daryl will do his due diligence. He'll do his work. He'll see what's going on with everybody. But I don't know. I view some role players like, Orlando's a team that went all the way down to the cellar. Like, Orlando could end up shipping Evan Fournier. They could end up moving Terrence Ross. They could end up moving guys like that. It all depends on these teams. The Pistons are going to be a fire sale. The Pistons are going to be a fire sale, no doubt about it. But then again, you guys also have to think about what you're giving up in a trade, What are you guys willing to give up in a trade? I'm not willing to give up Matisse Thybulle. I'm sorry. His defense is too valuable right now. Too valuable. Tyrese Maxey, I don't know what the heck happened, all right? He's out of the rotation. He's not a play probably for the rest of the year. Maybe if someone gets hurt, maybe he'll play a few minutes, but I don't know what – I honestly don't know what happened to Max. He looks so electric, and he kind of just faded out of the mix. I don't know why. Shout out to Secret Underdogs, says keep up the great work. Thanks, bro. And shout out to Brandon, who says, what's up? I've been listening to you for a month. Just wanted to say much respect to you. Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate you for always tuning in, man. Shout out to you guys that watch my streams, my videos, all that in the third. Shout out to you guys, man. Appreciate you guys so much. We got Bruce up in here. What's going on, Bruce, my guy? Always tuning in and showing love. Hope all is well, bro. But yeah, what are you guys willing? I guess, we talked about the game and everything. We'll talk for 15, 20 more minutes up on here. Just wanted to come and talk to you guys today. But what are you guys willing to give up on a trade package? Like, I don't know. I mean, we got a bunch of expiring contracts like Ferguson and Poirier, but Tony Bradley, I don't know. But we're going to need someone while Joel is out, So I just think we're going to keep this structure intact. I don't think we're going to mess with Simmons or Toby or anything because we're playing good basketball. And by the way, we are still first in the Eastern Conference. It was like a 3-way tie, but the Sixers are staying in first. So shout out to you. Shout out to Brooklyn Nets for not overtaking us because of a 3-way tie. The Nets have won 6 in a row. The Bucks have won 5 in a row. The Hawks have won 6 in a row. Dang, the Hawks have won 6 in a row ever since they fired their coach, right? That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's see. Dave says, that's what I've been wondering about Maxey. You guys can give me your Maxey thoughts in the chat. I don't understand what the heck happened to Tyrese Maxey. It seems like as soon as I made a video saying that Maxey could be our third star, he just literally got withered out of the rotation. I don't understand why. I know Doc likes to experiment with young guys. He likes to take his time, but I don't know. Is it the jump shot? Like Maxey can still create off the dribble drive, the dribble penetration. Like he can still help the team out, and he's a very feisty defender. So I don't understand what happened. I don't know. Everybody was coming at me on draft night. First off, I said the pick ended up looking better after we acquired a shooter like Seth Curry. But people were coming at me on draft night, and I'm like, look, all I'm saying is that in college, he was a 29% shooter from 3. He's going to have to work on that. It's going to take some time. And people were like, oh, no. He's a great 3-point shooter. No, he's not yet. He has to develop. But I still think he should be getting minutes. I felt like when Furkan Korkmaz came back, and again, respect the Korkmaz. He's been playing well. The bench has been playing well. But I don't think Isaiah Joe and Tyrese Maxey should have ever been taken out of the rotation like that. I don't understand why. Shout out to Drew210. What's up, my guy? Appreciate you being in here, man. And are you a fan of the Flyers? Yeah, but after last night, I might not be anymore. Let me chill, though. The Flyers got blown out 9-0 yesterday. That was embarrassing. One of my most embarrassing days of being a Flyers fan, honestly. Honestly. Shout out to my guy David Olmo becoming a member of the Fire Take Nation. Dave, I'm not on my OBS right now, so I can't give you the sound effect. But in our next stream, come in there. I'm going to shout you out and give you the nice air horn salute. Shout out to David, guys. Give him some love and support in the chat. David, thank you so much, bro, for becoming a member of the Fire Take Nation, home of the hottest takes, realest of the real. You already know, man. Thank you so much. I think we're up to like 45 members now, 45 members. So as we get more members, we can add more emojis. So we should be able to add some more now. So I'm definitely going to have some new ones coming for you guys. And like I said, the streams are going to improve as well very soon. We have some good things coming. So shout out to David, man. Thanks so much, my guy. And I appreciate you. We're going to give you a nice little warm welcome in the next stream. So, and that'll be on Saturday. We play another back-to-back Saturday and Sunday. We got the Kings on Saturday, and then we have who do we have on Sunday? Let's see. I know we're getting ready we got the Kings at home on Saturday, and then we go on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my God, we go on a 6-game road trip. 6-game road trip after the Kings on Saturday. We got the Knicks, Golden State, the Lakers, the Clippers, Denver, and then Cleveland. Oh my God. That is brutal. Brutal, man. That is brutal. Brutal. Shout out to Dave. It says, thank you, bro. And you're the man. Great content. Shout out to you, Dave. Much appreciated, my guy. But yeah, so we had Philly fans and SD saying role players will cost less and provide more bang for the buck. Absolutely agree. Great statement right there. Let's see. OKC has 19 first-round picks. They will do anything. They traded for a 2027 pick yesterday. They will do anything for a pick. Best basketball YouTuber created a channel. Shout out to you, man. Much love. RB, I'm still pissed about last night. I know we didn't have Joe, but we needed the dub. Yeah, it hurt. It'll wear off. I'm not too concerned about it, but it did suck given the fact of how good we played in the first half. That's funny. He says, I don't know why Maxey got no minutes. He was our pick and a pretty good player. That's what I'm saying, man. Doc needs to find Tyrese minutes because he could be something. Yeah, I hear you. Triple A, what's going on? Will we ever hear you freestyle over the halftime beats? You might. Oh, man. That's funny. Philly Shad, my guy, says untouchables are Thibault, Dwight, Ben, Embiid, and Harris. Imagine Dwight being an untouchable. I love it. Dwight Howard, even if he retires, he can be an assistant on our team. He can be a coach. He can do whatever he wants. He can be a mascot for all I care. Dwight must stay in Philadelphia. I wish there was a full crowd last night. Like, just some of the things he does. There's a picture I have. I couldn't find it before the stream where he dunked on Pat Connaughton and he's hanging on the rim looking dead at the camera. It's crazy. There's just players that are meant to play in Philadelphia, and he's one of them. That's crazy. That is great. David coming with a yes, sir. You gotta love it, man. Yes, sir, baby. Yo, I can't wait. I can't wait till we start making this merch, man. These yes, sir hoodies are going to be fire. Let's see. Probably why the rookies haven't gotten a chance to sink some threes against the Knicks and the Bucks. Why? Maybe I missed something. Bede's going to sit at midcourt in Milwaukee. I'm telling you, Philly fan, he is going. He will. You can clip this if you want. I'm telling you. Game 6, second round of the playoffs. That's my prediction. Embiid hits a great bucket late in the game, takes the lead. Sixers hold on for the win. Giannis gets clamped, and Embiid comes out. First, he sits on the court, having fun, getting pumped up, and then he goes out to the press conference and he goes, "Yeah, I guess there was no problem with having fun, right?" He's going to say it. I'm telling you. Oh, I can't wait. He might even do it in a couple weeks when we play him. Let's see. Rough road schedule, especially without Embiid. Yeah, like I said, guys, we got the Kings on Saturday at home, and then we go on a 6-game road trip Knicks, Golden State, LA Lakers, LA Clippers, Denver, and then Cleveland. That is going to be brutal. Every one of those teams, even the Knicks and the Cavs, we struggle with because they play hard. How many, let me know in the chat, guys, how many games do you guys think we can actually win out of that 6-game road trip? If we go 3-3, I'll be happy. I think if we win 3, I'll be happy. Mitch says, if you had to pick a player from the process Sixers to play, who would you pick? All right, Mitch, let me think of 85 million players real quick. Wow, that is a question. Are we talking about just in terms of who I like or who would I think actually would provide benefit on this team? If we're talking about who I like, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I would take TJ McConnell back any day of the week. I'm sorry, I would. The dude, I love how he plays. He's another dude that I don't understand why people would hate on him. Now, if you're talking about in terms of a benefit type player, I don't know. I'd like Nerlens Noel. I would like Jeremy Grant. I would like, there's so many players. I'd like a rookie version of Michael Carter Williams, not a now version of Michael Carter Williams. But TJ McConnell's my guy. I take him back any day. I take him back any day of the week. Vince, what's going on, my guy? How you doing, bro? Bruce says RB and with JoJo out figures 6 hard games. It's going to be tough. Are we in first place? We are in first place in a tie with the Nets. Dwight should retire in Philly. I agree. Yeah, I definitely got to go to a game. I feel like, did you guys hear what I said on a play-by-play last night? There was a thing apparently where a fan yelled at Dwight Howard and he said, "Yo, you're the man, Dwight." And Dwight turned and looked at him like a fan. And he was like, "No, you're the man." Like, Dwight is a guy I would chill with a guy like Dwight Howard. I would go out and have a good time with Dwight Howard. That's just that kind of guy he is. That's great. But let's see. So I asked you guys, how many games can we win? So we got 4. We got 4 and 2. So everybody's thinking 4 wins, huh? I'll be happy with 3. Because that's a tough. And we got 4 televised games. 3 of them are at 10 o'clock at night. Oh my gosh, that's going to be rough. West Coast trip, and then we got Denver at 9 o'clock at night. We got Golden State and the Lakers both on TNT at 10 p.m. And then we got the Clippers at 10 p.m. on NBA TV, and then the Denver Nuggets at 9 on NBA TV. That's rough. That is rough. We got people throwing in some answers about who would you guys take back from the process Sixers. How do we come to this stuff, man? How do we come to this stuff? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got 100 in here, guys. Let's see if we can get the likes up a little bit. Help your boy spread this content. Much love to everybody in here, man. Hit that subscribe if you're new. Let's see. Just doing a little afternoon stream. Fact that we got 100 in here. Shout out to you guys, man. Let's see. Who would you guys take back from the process Sixers? Where are we at here? Let's see. Geez, these comments go fast. All right, here we go. Jeremy Grant or Christian Wood. Yo, he came back last night. The Rockets have lost 17 in a row without him. And I think they lost again. The Rockets have lost 18 in a row. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's see. Philly Shat. I knew someone was going to say it. I knew someone was going to say Tony Roden. How did I know? How did I know? Are we in first place? We are in first place technically in a tie in like 3 different ways. I think we can win 4 of the 6 road games. Yeah, I hear you. Rashawn Holmes, good one. I want Dario Saric back so bad. Really, so bad. I would have kept Holiday. Yeah, I miss Drew Holiday. I really do. That was a long time ago, but I miss him, man. I miss him and Lou Williams. Beautiful backcourt. How much money does a member? I think you're asking how much is a membership. We got 3 different memberships. The link's down below in the description. It's what, $199, $499, and $999. Not that much. Let's see. Talk about Ben's production right quick. What do you think? I think Ben brings a lot of value to your team. I am still skeptical of how teams are going to play him in the playoffs. We saw yesterday how they got, physical with him and they didn't really let him get his space to the basket, and it kind of threw off his mindset a little bit. I wish he would take more jump shots. I don't think he will. So we're just going to have to rely on how aggressive he'll be. On the defensive side, there's no question, though. I mean, he's a stud. He's the best defender in the league in my eyes, at least this year. But let's see. We think we can win at least 3. That's the hope. That's the hope. Dwight Howard's the Jason Kelce of Sixers when it comes to hyping up sports. Oof, that's a huge take. Ben has to shoot. He definitely has the ability. Frustrating. I hear you. Sixers deserved a win because we came off a back-to-back. We had a 19-point lead. It was such a good game, but we still lost, and Simmons hit a 3. Yep. Would you rather face the Nets or the Bucks? Who are we more built to beat? We're more built to beat the Bucks, no doubt about it. But I think we could take either one. Robert Covington? Oh, man. Please, no. Not me. I know people love Covington. He just never developed enough in my eyes. Just my thoughts, though. Ish Smith. Oh, man. You guys are bringing back the memories today. Gotta love it. I think Ben's trolling everyone, saving his 3-point shot for the playoffs just to throw teams off on how they defend us. He was going to do it last year, but got injured. I disagree with that because let me tell you something. If I was an NBA player and I came out in the playoffs just not shooting all year and then tried to shoot, I would not be comfortable with that. I don't think he's doing it. I just think he doesn't prefer it, and he'd rather be a facilitator, and it's just something with his mental. He's got to get over it. So let's see. Covington, imagine Ben, Embiid, Matisse, and Covington for deep. That would be a good defensive lineup, but again, you're going to have to shoot the ball too. It's the modern day NBA. You got to shoot. That's another thing. Simmons was playing with Dwight yesterday. It has to happen because no Joel, but that's hard to watch, man. You got to have shooters on the floor. I thought there was a point late in the game when Doc went to a small ball lineup. I like the idea of Simmons at the 5. What I don't like is having Mike Scott next to him at the 4. That cannot happen. No, thank you. What's going on, man? Ayub in the chat. Philly Shats is Ish Smith. Let's see. Who's your favorite commentator for the NBA? Mark Zumoff, no doubt about it. Yo, D-Had, chill with the spamming, man. You don't got to spam, bro. Oh, man. Let's see. Do you think Ben should shoot more threes? Absolutely. Why not? Bring back AI. Imagine AI on this team, man. That'd be nuts. Ball creator next to Ben Simmons. That'd be nuts. AI wouldn't take any crap, though. He'd be like, all right, Ben, you got to shoot. You got to shoot. No doubt about it. When did you start your channel? I actually started my channel last year. So not this past December, but the December before. So it's been like a year and like 3 months, I think. Yeah, a year and 3 months. So we're growing, man. You guys beat a fully loaded Milwaukee team without Embiid. Testament to Philly's depth, but as a real, I doubt they beat Brooklyn. 3 MVP calibers who can get a bucket any day, whenever. Well, don't forget, bro, we have 3 MVP caliber defensive players on the defensive side. So, you're right. Like, it's going to be hard to defend Brooklyn. We know that, but if we can hit our shots, that's the most important thing about me. Can we hit our shots? I know we can play defense. Like, is Danny Green going to have one of those inconsistent nights? Seth Curry's been off and on, right? We need more consistent shooting. That's what I'm looking at. Covington's a slightly better Danny. Just Danny wins whenever he goes. Yeah. Danny Green, I'm telling you guys, there's no in between. You love Danny or you hate him. There is no in between. None. None. How's it going? I happen to be at the game against the Knicks. Heck of a night. Hey, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. What's going on, my guy? Must have been a crazy experience. I hope I can get out to a game. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. But yeah, man, we talked about the game. You guys could throw in some questions. We'll be on here for like 5 more minutes, then we'll hop out of here. Shout out to all 100. I didn't expect 100 people to be here on a Tuesday, or what is it? Thursday afternoon. At what, 2:30. But shout out to you guys, man. Definitely. I don't know where you guys are from, but where I'm from, aka where probably most of you guys are from. It's a gloomy day outside, man. It's like a very lazy type of atmosphere today. So just a chill stream on here, talking some Sixers as always, guys. Hit that like and subscribe. Get it up for your boy. Let's see if we can hit 100 likes, man. It definitely helps push the content out. If you guys are new, be sure to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We do mostly Sixers and Eagles. Been doing a lot of basketball content lately. Play-by-plays every game. Sports talk, Sixers episodes, all that stuff. We got a collab coming soon. Hopefully. We got the trade deadline in a week. I'm hoping, what's today? Thursday. So hopefully early next week, like Monday, Tuesday, I'm trying to get a roundtable going. I can work around schedules. It's about everybody else and seeing when they can put this together. But hey, even if we get like a 4-man roundtable, I would love that before the trade deadline. I think it would be great for the community. If you guys watch other content, guys, for the Sixers, be sure to let them know, like, yo, let's put this roundtable together so we could talk some trade targets. I've done a bunch of trade videos, guys. If you haven't hit them yet, be sure to go back and check them out. I'll probably have like 1 or 2 more coming during this break, maybe tomorrow. But yeah, man. Let's see. Shout out to Philly Kid 11 says, I'm literally in math class right now at school and I'm choosing to be in the stream. You're a real one, my guy. Be sure to pay attention in class. But yo, I love it, man. I love it. The support's crazy. Philly fans and SD says, hypothetically, you can have any Sixer, past or present, to build your team around. Who is it? Ooh. To build my team around, past or present. I got like 3 or 4 guys in mind, but I'm trying to think who I would pick out of those. This is a hard one. I think if I have to build my team around a player, I'm just going to give you 3. And this is no order, by the way, because it's too hard to put them in order. 1 will be Joel Embiid. 2 will be Wilt Chamberlain. And 3 would probably be Dr. J. I think if I had to build a team around players, I think it would be those 3, my top 3. Now, there's other guys that fill out the core, but I like those 3 in terms of building around them. In my opinion, I like to build around either a dominant center or like a nice forward. That's just me, though. So I'll go with those 3. AI, I would like to build a team around AI, but I feel like it would be harder than to build a team around like a Wilt Chamberlain. But AI is one of my favorite players ever. So I wish I was old enough to watch Dr. J play. I really do. Bruce says, when we're hitting shots, we can beat anybody. Anybody, bro. That's all it depends on. If we're hitting our shots, we are dominant. If not, then let's see. Philly Chat says 16 more likes. Hey, can we get it to 100, guys? You guys are real, man, for being up in here. We're like 10 away. 10 away. We got 1 dislike up in here. Shout out to the 1 hater in here, man. Appreciate you being in here. 36 degrees there. Dang. Let me see what it's at right here. 48 and raining. There you go. Let's see. Rick says, getting close to 8K. Have a good one. I need to get back to work. All right, Rick. Appreciate you, my guy, as always. We're like 50 subs away from 8K, man. Let's go. David says, I'm from Camden, but I recently moved to Patterson. That's what's up, my guy. Love it. Love it. Let's see. RB over school, you know. Hey, man, stay in school. Get your degree, my guy. Do your homework. Do your homework. And let them know how good Joel Embiid is, too. Let them know how good Joel Embiid is. Let's see. Philly fan says Dr. J. Love him. Love him. I was at the game, what is it now, 2 years ago? The retirement ceremony for Moses Malone. That was absolutely crazy. It was the first game where we got Tobias Harris, Boban, and Mike Scott. And on the same night, we were retiring Moses Malone's jersey. So Chuck was there, Charles Barkley, AI, Dr. J. They were all in attendance. It was nuts. Went down to the wire against the Nuggets, and we won. What an atmosphere. That's all I can say. Ludwig says, do a collab with A2D Radio. I would love to, man. I love Tom. He's got great energy, man. I love him. Respect him. I'd love to build a Sixers team around Charles Barkley. That's another good one. Another good one. When you get a chance, put together your dream team starters. I would definitely have to think about that, but that would be a great idea. That'd be a great idea. I went to sleep when we had a 15-point lead. Oh, man. A2D Radio. Yeah, man, let him know. Let him know. I'm always down. I know he's a busy man, so. Let's see. Warriors should be easy when Curry's injured. Yeah, I heard about that. Both Currys got hurt in the same night. Still stinging from yesterday. Sixers at every chance. It's all good, man. We'll let it go, and we got to worry about this stretch coming up now. So. Look at last night as a win. Even though we ended up losing, we're still about to beat a completely healthy Bucks team when we're missing arguably the best player in the league. I agree. Let's see. Dave says, do a collab with Philly 500 will be awesome. Only you two guys. Shout out to you, David. Much love to you, my guy. I would love to do a collab with Philly 500 too. Definitely got to do some more Eagles stuff. It just hasn't been a lot to talk about. The Eagles it's crazy because like months ago, if you guys were on this channel, like I was screaming about the Sixers every day and the Eagles, it was all right. Now it's like completely flipped. Now it's like I'm happy about the Sixers and the Eagles I'm screaming about. Like you never get a break with Philly sports. You know what I mean? You never get a break. But anyway, shout out to everybody in here. I think we just hit 100 likes. So much love to you guys. Appreciate you all for tuning in today. Let's see what we got up in here. Let's see. We got 100 likes in the building. Shout out to everybody, man. You guys are awesome. Hopefully more people will watch this on the second time around. I figured people are at work and stuff. Shout out to Philly Shad coming in with a $10 donation. Thank you so much, bro. Much love to you. Appreciate you, my guy. Always showing love and support. He says, Ben Simmons and Embiid already in the top 5 Sixers of all time, ? Woo! What, you trying to end this on some hot takes? Woo! All right, Shad. So Ben Simmons definitely not. Not yet. No. Joel Embiid, look, I'm a younger person, so of course, like people are going to have different perspectives about this. I'm going to be honest. I can't say Embiid's in the top 5 yet, Sixers of all time. I think he will be, and I think he definitely, of course, has the potential to. But until we go deeper in a playoff series, until we win, if Joel Embiid, I think now, and 27 years old, I think in 2 to 3 years, if he keeps up this level of play, and again, it's not fair because he's had to play under Brett Brown his whole career. But these next 2 to 3 years, I think Embiid could really solidify himself as one of the greatest Sixers ever. If we win, I mean, that's going to heal a lot in itself. Ben Simmons one day can be as well. He's 24 years old, and the guy can do everything except shoot the basketball consistently. And if he does that, he's already almost unstoppable. But Ben Simmons, I've been on the Ben train since day one. He can be one of the greatest Sixers ever. He can be a top player in the NBA. I have no doubt about it. So can Joel Embiid. He has been this year. But yeah, man, Joel Embiid is probably in the top 10 almost, probably around there. Just because some of these guys have played longer. But I think he'll definitely be in the top 5 by the time it's all said and done. Hopefully he plays at least 5-6 more years. And both these guys have the chance to do something special together. But yeah, Simmons and Embiid can definitely make their way up, man. Could definitely make their way up. But appreciate that, Philly Shad. Shout out to everybody in here, man. Let's see. Philly fans in SC says JoJo top 10. He's definitely around that range for sure. For sure. But yeah, these two have the potential to be something great together. But anyway, Riz says, how many moves do you think we're going to make before the trade deadline? I would say probably 2. Or, maybe like a package deal, like a combo deal. But we'll see what happens. Shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate you guys coming through to the stream on a Thursday afternoon at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Didn't really expect it. But you guys are the best, man. Hopefully we can get this roundtable going soon. Tomorrow we'll probably have a video out. We got a break. Be sure to, take some time tomorrow. And then we got a back-to-back, Saturday and Sunday. All right? We got the Kings on Saturday at 8 o'clock p.m. at night. Then we go on the road to MSG and play the Knicks, who definitely want their revenge. And that starts us on a 6-game road trip. We will be live for all the games coming up. What are we going to have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we're going to have like 5 games again in 7 days, and most of them are going to be on the road. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Can't wait to see what happens. Appreciate you guys always showing love, man. And hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on a video. Be sure to hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell. And you guys have a great rest of your day. Do something productive. Be happy, man. Be happy. Let's see. Before we get out of here, are there any other important games on today? Let's see. What's today? Thursday. We got boring, and boring. So nothing crazy going on. The most entertaining game might be Utah and Washington. Maybe Utah and Washington. Maybe the Lakers and Charlotte. Maybe if LaMelo Ball goes crazy. Some March Madness tonight. Oh, I didn't know it started today. I thought it started tomorrow. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Today for March Madness is just to see who makes the last seeds, right? So it's not like the actual yet. Yeah, so I don't think it's the actual like tournament. It's just like to see who makes the last seeds. Like the 16 seeds, I believe. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but all right. Everybody have a great day. Watch some basketball. Enjoy your day. Have a good one. Catch you on the next one, man. Peace.